So, hello, dear colleagues. Thanks for clicking and welcome to our next video on methodology, which will be concerning teaching listening. Actually, listening is really similar to what we do with reading. That's why those of you who have watched the reading video might not find too much new in this one. So, there are two general types of listening we as teachers are interested in. Listening for detail, or which is also called listening for specific information. This is the way we listen to the adverts in the airport. We aren't interested in all the adverts. We are just listening over to pick up what concerns our plane. Then listening for gist or listening for general idea. Yeah. So, speaking of how listening lesson is organized, of course, we start with warm-up, which main idea is to give a reason for listening. Then, if necessary, we might pre-teach blocking vocabulary. Then we move on to skimming, or rather listening for general understanding. Then we'll listen for detail. Then we might discuss as post-listening. And finally, there's kind of feedback, right? So for warm-up, we might just ask a few questions on the topic to activate schemata. We might suggest pictures, title, keywords, questions and tasks, and have them predict what the text is about. Yeah. Another way is to listen to a fragment, not necessarily the beginning, it might be the ending or somewhere from the middle, and have the student predict the content of the whole text. Yeah. Then we might give the topic and have them write questions they would like to ask on this topic, right? If so, we collect these questions and work with them later on. So listening for gist or listening for general idea. Yeah? What tasks might be there? Match speculations with what really happened in the audio. Yeah? Speculations, I mean, which were made here, yeah, based on pictures, titles, keywords, etc. Another task might be order the pictures. Choose the best summarizing sentence, like the perfect summary. There might be a question like, is the speaker for and against something, or pessimistic or optimistic about something? Or if that's a dialogue, so do the speakers agree? Or you might ask where the speakers are, what they seem doing, and what their relationship is. The key thing is to always ask the question, why, to avoid simple guessing. Yeah? Next, we move on to listening for specific information. And here, we might ask to answer the questions, true, false, or no information. Complete the sentences like gap fill. Yeah? What do these numbers or names refer to? Order the events. Remember, ordering the pictures was listening for gist, yeah, and ordering the events or sentences is listening for specific information. Then who said certain phrases, mistakes in the summary, and you might blank some parts of the tape script, print it out, and have students fill in the gaps. These might be either words or parts of sentences or even sentences, depending on their level. Yeah. Getting back to true, false, no information, again, it's extremely important to teach your students distinguish between false, meaning there was a contradictory information on the audio, and no information, right? So then post-listening, yeah? So what kind of discussion might follow up? First, you must, you might have your students write questions based on the audio and then exchange them. You might change the form of information, like filling kind of a table, yeah? Filling the gaps in the summary. You might organize a role play, make up a continuation, and what requires probably further explanation, act out and retell. This means like role play, but more with your own words. Yeah? So I would say the most productive in terms of developing speaking are role plays. Yeah? Concerning the task to make up, to fill in the gaps in the summary, this might be also self-made. What I mean is you might ask students to write the summary and then gap some words or parts, yeah, like blank them. And after that, they exchange these blanked summaries to have their partner fill in, right? So, and round up these short video on teaching listening, I'd consider working with video materials because videos are actually very, very similar to what we do with listening. There are just a few differences. So first, there's a task like watch first time muted to guess what is happening. Yeah? This is similar to what we do, predict the content basing on the picture. Yeah. Next, we can also watch that muted and students voice it themselves. This is, of course, after listening for the whole video. Yeah. So, long story short, that's about all I wanted to tell about video. Please feel free to give your feedback in the comment section below. Tell me if this has been of any use. And of course, I do appreciate it when you share your own ideas. Once again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.